Hello, my audience. I'm doing a movie review on. I want to introduce my name first. Jake Allen Graham is my name. I'm making a review. It's a little after midnight where I am recording now. At this time, nighttime. So, I am going to review. I remember what I was going to review, okay? I remembered my train of thought that I lost. That I was going to say to you. I'm reviewing 2011 movie, DC's Green Lantern. I give it a 10 out of 10. I enjoy this movie. Everything about this movie. Pretty much. My only problem is that the villain turns into a space cloud, and that's kind of lame. And also the villain's ridiculously over-the-top whiny and bit of a drama queen. And the movie focuses more on the point of view of the villain. The villain gets more screen time than Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern, that this movie is marketed after. It's a villain story, origin story, and also it's the origin story of the hero. At least if you watch, I haven't seen, I should rewatch the extended cut and the theatrical cut and back to back. Maybe he has more screen time. Hal Jordan has more screen time in the theatrical cut. But, the villain has a little more screen time than Hal Jordan as the Green Lantern. The Green Lantern, not much more than Hal Jordan. Green Lantern, played by Ryan Reynolds. Hal Jordan is playing by. Man, I like Ryan Reynolds' portrayal in Hal Jordan. To me, he's up there with Christopher Reeve's Superman portrayal. He's that good of a Hal Jordan. Excuse me. He's up there with Michael Chiklis' The Thing, or Batman's played by Michael Keaton, or Batman played by Adam West, or Batman played by Ben Affleck. Or Superman played by Tom Williams from Smallville, or Superman played by Henry Cavill, or Brendan Routh Superman. You know, he just does like such a good job as Hal Jordan. I really love his portrayal on Hal Jordan. He does a good job. He doesn't feel like doesn't feel like a one-to-one beat of Hal Jordan from DC Comics, because he adds that Ryan Reynolds humor into the role. They let him play with his. They let him have his bit of his Ryan Reynolds charm of the wit of humor into the role, and let Hal Jordan have a bit of an ego when he first sees his suit and starts dancing. Admire himself when he sees himself in the suit for the first time. And I thought it was a funny scene, seeing how he was admiring himself and his posing, and walking like he's on like he's showing from himself. It's funny, and it was and I like the aliens watching him, saying, asked him, "Is he done admiring himself?" when he's greeted by one of the Green Lanterns that teaches him how to use his ring and how the ring works. I like how this movie sets up a sequel with Supernatural being the main villain, but the movie never came. I like how the Supernatural gets the trades the green ring in for the yellow ring, teasing that he's going to be the next bad guy for the sequel. And I really was so hyped for that, you know? I was more like hyped, I guess I was really hyped, more hyped for what's going to come next for the sequel than, because the villain in this movie was kind of laying like his final true transformation after he pretty much, after he you know, like, does that make sense? Like, his true transformation was a space cloud, and I thought it's got a little, like a space cloud squid creature he turns into, and, was a face, and, is that was from the comic where he looks like this character? I don't know, because I haven't seen the comics he's from, this character, the villain. Not Hal Jordan, the villain, this particular villain. I don't recognize him from any of the Green Lantern comics, right? I think that this might be original villain, so I don't know if I'm right, or maybe it is a villain. The movie that based around for the origin and the main villain of for the protagonist of the movie, the hero, Hal Jordan. This is a nice origin story, and it feels like this big blockbuster epic at the same time, and it's origin story for the villain and as well for the hero. Not often you see that now these days. Like, mostly you see one or the other. Never both often. Like they did, like, you know, like how Batman 1989 try basically squeezing, like, do a retelling of origin story for the villain and for Batman the hero. And I thought it was cool with the Michael Keaton Batman flick, how that balanced it well. Even though much more screen time was given to, well, Joker in the earlier parts of the movie than the later third act of the movie, when the third act was more focused on Batman, and the first two acts were more focused on Joker, gained more screen time, but, and got less screen time as the movie went on and got more towards the end of the movie. It showed more of Batman being more of the front and center once the finale is getting close to finale. It just focuses more on Batman with more shifts the focus at the end. I noticed that little thing. But I really like that Batman movie. I also really like this Green Lantern movie. I give it a 10 out of 10. I like Michael Keaton's Batman. Or Richard Donner's Superman. From Superman 1 to Superman 2, Richard Donner cut. Exclusively. Only. That's the Richard Donner work. Of Richard Donner. His work got edited out for the theatrical cut of Superman 2. Wasn't involved with Superman 3 or 4. That's why they weren't as, felt as, what's the word, I don't know, it doesn't feel like as, special of the movies for me. The ones without Richard Donner, starring Christopher Reeve as Superman. That's my review on Green Lantern, and why I give it a 10 out of 10, 2010. I love him in this role like I loved him as Deadpool. He fits the role like a glove. Within the movie around where it plays as Hal Jordan. He plays the role fairly well. And I love him as this character and also as Deadpool too. As well. I don't know which one I like him more, as Green Lantern or Deadpool. It's tough to me. I like both a lot. Give this movie a 10 out of 10. That's why I give Green Lantern 2011, DC's Green Lantern 2011 flick, a 10 out of 10. Great fucking movie. One of the greatest comic book movies of all time, and one of the most comic book movies of all time. I mean, one of the most comic book movies of all time. Whatever that means that people are saying on the internet now, trying to praise James Gunn's Superman. Well, I'm praising Green Lantern. (2011) with Ryan Reynolds. That's why I give it a 10 out of 10. It's absolutely perfect. It's perfect. Thumbs up. I love this movie. I'm happy I saw this movie. I give it a 10 out of 10. I love it like I've loved the first two Blade movies with Wesley Snipes. It's goofy B-movie fun. But comic book fashion is what it is. Storytelling. But for, you know, people, newcomers who are not familiar with Green Lantern from the comics, they'll just see this as goofy B-movie fun. But for those who know who like more aware of Green Lantern, they will appreciate the attention to details and effort that they try to take Silver Age Green Lantern and brought to the big screen, starring Hal Jordan's Green Lantern that originated in the Silver Age comics. Not the first Green Lantern. The first Green Lantern was in the Golden Age, and he wore a cape, and his powers operated differently than Hal's. But his name was Green Lantern. I forget what his name was. His secret identity name. I forget. Not how. Fuck. I forget what his name is. I know what he looks like. His costume, anyway. Golden Age Green Lantern. Look him up. Okay, he is cool. Not as cool as Hal Jordan, I think. Personally, he's my favorite Green Lantern. Always has been since I was a kid. And I was happy when this movie came out that this movie appreciated Hal Jordan and took inspiration from the comics and inspiring details to the design of this movie and changed stuff what they needed to change for necessary, but they didn't change. They changed only what was necessary to make it. They only changed stuff necessary, like aesthetic looking things here and there, for the technology of the Green Lantern Corps members. Like, I like how the suits, actually glow, and they have these, little lines where they glow when they are using their powers on their suits. with the power of their ring when they're using all of their willpower in the movie. Yeah, in the movie, like, it's like one of the built around the olden Solchi, how it runs on willpower. And, yeah, they also, like, he still needs to charge it every now and then. With this lantern that came with it. And I thought it was cool. And I appreciate all the cast, the side characters, comedic characters, and his girlfriend, in the love interest in the movie. And that was cool. So as his girlfriend, they made a cool couple. I liked the couple he played, the girl he ended up with, and in the movie, and I like how the Guardians and the Green members respected him by the end of the movie, and see him as a worthy Green Lantern. That's like yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. And I like how, like, the movie teases of Sinestro trading the ring of Green Lantern ring with Yellow Ring. And basically, if you've seen Green Lantern the movie First Flight and seen anything about DC Green Lantern from the comics, you know Sinestro becomes a villain. Green Lantern is one of the most dangerous enemies in the comics and in the many animated incarnations. Like Green Lantern animated movie First Flight from 2007 by DC Animated Studios. I think I don't care when it came out, okay? I want to check the year after this video. But yeah, this movie came out in 2011 after First Flight came out. If I got that right. But First Flight was a really good movie. As good as this movie. For me. I enjoy this as Justice League the New Frontier. Or Batman Year One. Or Batman Under the Red Hood. Mask of the Phantasm. You know, Batman Mask of the Phantasm was Kevin Conroy voicing the actor that died of one of the voice actors that played Batman that died. He voiced him many times since Batman the Animated Series when he first voiced him, and also known for the voicing him in the Arkham games, 4 of them. Not the prequel one, but the other 4. That would be Arkham, Asylum, and City, and Night. Wait, that's 3, not 4. Oh, there's 4 games, and of Arkham games. I got confused before, but yeah, Batman was voiced by Kevin Conroy 3 times in those games, except for Origins. Of Arkham Origins. Where was I going with this? Oh shit, I don't remember the point. The point is, I also like all the stuff with Green Lantern movie from 2011. And I'm sad we never got a trilogy with this Green Lantern. It pisses me the fuck off, okay, mostly? It obsessed me. I wanted a trilogy with this Green Lantern. Because this Green Lantern movie was awesome. I give it a 10 out of 10. I just want to have the villain's final appearance be a space cloud. Like the villain's true form, final true form, be a space cloud. I just thought that could have been a bit, like, I would have maybe made him like a little alien monster looking fella. Like, you know, like maybe something more original looking. That's scary. I don't know. This is what I think. So, But I enjoyed this movie a lot. Excuse me. I give it a 10 out of 10. Green Lantern 2011. Check out this movie. I give it a 10 out of 10. I recommend this movie. And you might want to play the game, Green Lantern game, on the PlayStation 3 if you can get it still. I mean, I remember playing the game on the PlayStation 3. I like that PlayStation 3 game also. That's basically a video game, licensed game with the Green Lantern movie. It was a cool licensed game, I thought. This was a cool movie. Green Lantern. Very creative. Very original and very well thought out, I thought this movie was. I give this a 10 out of 10. That's all. My review on Green Lantern 2011 flick. I have to say, my thoughts. That's about it. And I really enjoy this movie. Feel free to comment below. And subscribe. Like this video. And goodbye.